Erin, I want to move on now to another economic issue that's dominating the front of the Herald and the Age tomorrow. The headline reads, Budget spending hastened, RBA decision to lift the rates, says economists. Cost of living spending in the federal budget 100% helped pull forward the Reserve Bank's decision to increase official interest rates, economists believe. And they warned that Australians will suffer real falls in wages over the next 18 months. I can imagine every single government minister at this point in time is trying to block their ears and cover their eyes at this story tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that politicians have probably been terrified of this interest rate rise during an election. But as a young millennial, I tell you, I'm watching this very closely. A young millennial. I'm an elder millennial. What am I talking about? I say young millennial like I'm 29 or something. I've moved on from that. But as an elder millennial, I'm watching this very closely because our cost of living pressures have gone up. Trying to buy a house in this country is incredibly difficult right now. So does this mean that it might take some of that heat out of the housing market? Is it going to be more likely that it's going to be less competitive, more houses are going to be passed in at auction, less go to auction? So for some people, for a group of people, particularly millennials, will be looking at this, and younger, I guess, as well, those looking to, get their first sort of, get to the first step in the ladder in the property market. So, yes, so on one hand, living costs have gone up hugely, but what does this now mean for the housing market, which has just been, it is so out of reach for everyone. It doesn't matter if you are doctors, it doesn't matter if you're a nurse. I mean, how are you supposed to buy property when, in Sydney, the median house price is over $1 million. In Melbourne, it's very, very close to that as well. It's just ridiculous. So yes, there will be some pressure, but what might this mean going forward is actually kind of exciting. And I'm watching it extremely closely. I think young people will be watching it more closely than they have perhaps in previous elections.
Yeah, indeed.